You're watching StayWavyTV, your spot for boxing previews, fight breakdowns, and instant reactions the second the bell rings. Round 3? Nah, we're just getting started. Smash that like, tap the bell,
Ryan Garcia is picking Devin Haney to beat Brian Norman Jr. on November 22nd. And this is shocking, man, because we all know Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, they have a very dark history with each other. When they fought each other, Ryan Garcia came into the fight overweight. Devin Haney basically took extra money from Ryan to still make the fight happen. Ryan Garcia ended up dropping Devin Haney 3 times and giving Devin Haney his first loss before the fight ended up being overturned to a no contest because Ryan Garcia got tested positive for a banned substance called Ostarine, okay? So we were supposed to get the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia rematch this year, but when Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez, when they all fought on the same card, Ryan Garcia suffered his second loss against Rolly Romero. Okay, Rolly Romero dropped Ryan Garcia and ended up beating him by, I believe it was unanimous decision. It was either unanimous or majority. I think it was unanimous decision, right? So let's get into the article. Shout out to Ring Magazine. It says Devin Haney was supposed to face Ryan Garcia in a rematch and not WBO welterweight champion Brian Norman Jr. on November 22nd. But Garcia couldn't hold up his end of the bargain when he got dropped and suffered a unanimous decision loss to Rolando Romero in May. On the same night of the ring's Fatal Fury card in New York Times Square, Haney scored a lackluster unanimous decision win against Jose Ramirez. While Haney had a return date, Garcia, who's 24-2 with 20 KOs, won no contest, is sideline seeking, which could likely come early next year against WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. So my question is this, right? Ryan Garcia just lost to Rolly, right? Why is he getting a title shot after losing? Somebody let me know in the comment section. Chat. How is Ryan Garcia getting a title shot against Mario Barrios and he just lost by unanimous decision to Rolly Romero? That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, in the meantime, Garcia will be watching Haney, who's 32-0 with 15 KOs, 1 no contest, and Norman, who's 28-0, 22 KOs and 1 no contest, square off as part of the Ring Night of the Champions card in Saudi Arabia. So this is what Garcia had to say. He said, "I'm confident Devin Haney wins. The reasoning is simply experience, and I feel Haney will figure it out. It's not about speed or power in this. I think Devin just frustrates Norman, but Norman can very much prove me wrong. We will see." Garcia is not the only one unsure of the final result. According to DraftKings, Norman is a minus 135 betting favorite, and a former 2-division champion Haney is a slight underdog at plus minus 110. Should Garcia end up beating Barrios, he certainly would be intrigued in the title unification fight against the winner against Norman and Haney, whoever wins the fight. Garcia was also interested in keeping busy and stepping in for Gervonta Davis as a late replacement for Jake Paul this week, but his promoter Oscar De La Hoya stiff-armed the suggestion. "It is not my fault that I couldn't fight Jake Paul," said Garcia. "I would have ran that with him and then had a real fight in February. I've been preparing myself for a while now. All good though. Those have never bad intentions, never." Oh, he says those who have bad intentions will never win in the end. So, you guys know what's crazy? It's not just Ryan Garcia that's picking Devin Haney to beat Brian Norman Jr. Richardson Hitchens is also picking Devin Haney to beat Brian Jr. And Teofimo Lopez is also picking Devin Haney to beat Brian Norman Jr. So the fact that 3 boxers that don't even like Devin Haney, that want to fight Devin Haney, Richardson Hitchens, Teo, and Ryan, the fact that they're all picking him to win this fight, it just goes to show, bro, like, the fact of the matter is this, guys. Brian Norman Jr. doesn't have a good resume, okay? He didn't start boxing at a very young age like most of these other professional boxers, and he hasn't really proven anything, okay? What we've seen from Brian Norman Jr., the best thing that we've seen is he's a power puncher. But at the end of the day, being a power puncher and punching hard does not guarantee that you're going to win a fight. How many times have we seen boxers that are knockout artists that punch really hard lose? Look at Deontay Wilder. Look at Deontay Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's skills, right, helped him beat Deontay Wilder. Look at Gervonta Davis, his most recent fight against Lamar Rhodes Jr. We all thought Gervonta Davis was going to knock out Lamont Roach Jr., right? But Lamont Roach arguably beat Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis got lucky that the fight ended in a draw, okay? So power does not win fights. You understand what I'm saying? Power does not win fights. And what we've seen so far is Devin Haney appears to be the better overall skilled boxer. He has the better jab. He has the better footwork, okay? He's just a better all-around boxer. Let's just call it what it is, okay? Devin Haney is not a knockout artist, okay? That's just the reality of the situation. But just because he's not a knockout artist doesn't mean that he's going to lose against somebody that is a knockout artist. Because until you knock out somebody that's at that elite level that's proven in the sport of boxing, your knockouts don't mean anything. Look at Edgar Bologna, a.k.a. Edgar Berlanga, right? Edgar Berlanga knocked out like his first like 10 opponents or something like that. Once he stepped up the level of competition that he was facing, he stopped getting knockouts. He went like 7 fights without getting knockouts, ended up losing to Canelo, and then this year he got knocked out by Hamza Shiraz, okay? So, you know, it's just funny how in the sport of boxing, when they see somebody that can knock people out, all of a sudden people think they're like the second coming of Mike Tyson and George Foreman. And that's how they're looking at Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really, bro, I seen somebody try to compare Brian Norman Jr. to Marvin Hagler, bro. And that's when I realized, bro, like, it's crazy how people can hate Devin Haney so much that they'll dick ride anybody that they think has a chance of beating him. And that's what's going on. People are just pretending to be fans of Brian Norman Jr., not because they actually like how he boxes. It's simply because they want to see Devin Haney lose, right? Like, to the people out there that's Teofimo Lopez fans, right? We all know Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin Haney this year and he ducked Devin Haney in the past, right? Those Teo fans, they want to see Devin Haney lose so Teofimo Lopez looks better, so Teofimo Lopez doesn't have to ever fight him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. But I'm picking Devin the Dream Haney to win this fight by unanimous decision. It's levels to this shit, man. The man just has too much experience. He's fought much better competition in his early 20s than Brian Norman Jr. has. Like, Brian Norman Jr. is already 24. He turns 25 this month. And this is his first fight where he's actually fighting an elite boxer, okay? Devin Haney's been fighting elite boxers since he was like 20, 21, okay? Been getting in there with top tier competition in his division, you know what I'm saying? The man undisputed 135, moved up to 140, beat another champion, took a belt, and now he's moving up to his 3rd weight class, and he possibly is going to become, you know what I'm saying, a 3rd division champion on November 22nd. I think he will, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney is going to beat Brian Norman Jr. by unanimous decision. And I guarantee you guys, when Devin Haney wins this fight, people are still going to complain, bruh. There's nothing Devin Haney can do to make people like him. If he beats Brian Norman Jr., you know what they're going to say? They're going to say he only won because he ran. They're going to say he only won because he was scared to stand in the middle of the ring. But when he listened to the haters and he stood in the middle of the ring with Ryan Garcia and he got his ass dropped 3 times, y'all clowned him. So Devin Haney needs to do what he needs to do to win the fight as easy as possible. That's all he got to do, man. With that being said, man, this your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.
Yeah, welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay